Southern Railfan is the place for amazing videos of all types of trains. Southern Railfan, subscribe today.
That is CSXQ 693 here at Marion, but it's nice to catch a train. But what we're here today to explore this Norfolk Southern rail laying gang equipment. We're going to get over there and take a closer look at each piece of equipment. So let's get started. Norfolk Southern is replacing both rails for a great number of miles in western North Carolina on their S line, and we're going to take a look today at some of the equipment that's needed for that process. Now, the first thing we'll look at here is this Kershaw ballast regulator. Now, if I name these things wrong, or I'm sure there's somebody will correct me in the comments. This is about a mile, I guess, of equipment lined up pretty well end to end for what they need to get this done. Some of the pieces of equipment I can name off pretty well, but some of them I'm really not sure of. I'm assuming that's some type of generator, or, well, no, it's got a pneumatic piston on it, so I'm not sure what that is. There's no wires or anything coming out of it, and I don't want to get over onto the right of way to get a closer look at it. This is another piece of equipment. I'm really not sure what it does. Well, it's got the little tampers that pick up the cross tie and tamp the ballast in and around the cross ties. Pretty neat looking piece of equipment, and it is drawbar attached to this larger regulator. This also, I guess this is some type of an alignment machine. It also has the arms there that come down and tamp and pick up the cross ties for the ballast. If I get back here a little bit and show you a larger picture of it without falling down. And these things extend out, and they have lasers or computer guidance, whatever I'm trying to say on them to help with the I guess a ballast alignment or alignment of the track. This is another piece of equipment there. I think that might align up the cross ties as well. Because it has this arm on it. It looks like that pushes something back there. These must be either very well taken care of or new equipment or rebuild equipment. And what we're looking at here is scrap gonds with a self-motored crane. What's neat about these is they have regular knuckles in between them. It's pretty cool. It says it's called a right-of-way handler. I seen them using it the other day. This has got a crane, like a grapple, hooked on this end, and the sister to it down here has got a big magnet attached to it. Here's another little machine. I'm not real sure what it is. Doesn't have a whole lot of machinery to the bottom of it. It does have like some hooks there underneath it, and the seat is set to the side, so that may be some type of tamping machine as well. Of course, here's a cross tie. I guess you'd call it a gun or a buggy or whatever, with a crane attached to it, drawbar attached, with a self-propelled Kershaw crane. It's kind of cool that it's got the check list of hydraulics and maintenance that needs to be taken care of on it. I guess that's why they look as good as they do. Here's another almost brand new looking piece of equipment. Some type of ram. There may be something pretty well telling on the other side of these that'll explain a little bit better about what they are, but like I say, without getting onto the right of way, I'm unable to look at the other side of them. Oh, it's got like a crane hoist onto it there. And this is a machine that puts these type of, those go over the bottom of the rail, I guess, to guide them up for the ties. This machine puts those together. And just look at the line down through there of all these machines and everything that it takes to do this type of work. I model G scales, and there's not really anything that you can model any of these things without any kind of accuracy. I'm sure there's probably something close the HO. I know like that first piece of machinery we looked at, that Kershaw ballast regulator, I think in the past it may have been brass, but they did make one of those machines. Here's another one of those machines that puts those things around the bottom of the rail on. And again, look at that pan that those pieces go in. This is another piece of equipment that looks practically new. Practically new. Here's another set of those that have the hoist crane on them, and that may be just to lift up the buckets of these spikes and stuff to set in the machinery. That may be what that's for. I'll try to get some video of these guys working once they get up closer to public access to where they're kind of out in the middle of nowhere working right now. And this is a spike machine. See those spikes? This is some type of lubricating machine. I'm not sure exactly what it does or why, but it's got a bunch of just trying to look at that label. I don't know what that is, but you can see on the inside it's got some type of handheld sure grip thing there, and I'm not sure what that is. And this next piece of equipment, it's got these big magnet wheels on it that picks up bad spikes or leftover spikes and drops them off into this bin here. That's what both these pieces of equipment are. This one picks up the plates by magnet. You can see one of the plates right there on it. Another one. Got a high rail dump truck loaded with some metal scrap. Just about on the wrong side for this crane and I guess machine welder there. It's drawbarred onto this other ballast regulator. Well, I'm not, it's just onto that. I'm assuming that the new rail goes down and rolls in between that to guide the rail. There's the ballast regulator I was talking about. Here's some type of clamping device there on that. The grinding wheel. And then this big truck here. And another little set of tampers and on up the line. So that was a lot of machinery just to replace 2 rails. And like I said, hopefully I can get some, as Jawtooth would say, some live action of these guys working. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. If you like what we do, subscribe, put a comment down below, hit the notification bell so you know when we're posting another video, and we really appreciate you watching. Thanks, guys.